Why should I compare Mario del Monaco with his student Gastone Limarilli? Many of my friends say that comparing singers is unfair since each has their own strengths and weaknesses. I agree with that. It's true. However, I am a tenor and I strive to approach the level of Caruso. If I only remain at the stage of acknowledging their respective strengths and weaknesses, I will never improve. My friends generally appreciate opera, so they don't need to go as deep into it as I do. There's no need. They can simply enjoy the beauty of their voices and singing. But for me, after my friends reminded me, comparing the singing of Mario del Monaco and his student Gastone Limarilli is a rare opportunity for me to make significant progress. That's why yesterday I already made a recording of Improviso. I haven't finished yet. There's still another part to go. Today I discovered another aria, or Sun Sei Mesi. First, I want to point out a very interesting phenomenon. The students trained by Mario del Monaco, like Gastone Limarilli, tend to have a remarkably similar duration when singing the same piece. Their performances are within a 10-second range of each other, even though their phrasing and tempo handling differ slightly in various sections. But overall, the total length of their singing remains very close. Today, I will make adjustments and cut the performance into 4 segments. Let's listen together. In any field of scientific or academic research, I always uphold my belief in doing what humanity has never done before. The same applies to the field of vocal analysis. Has anyone in history ever segmented audio in this way and studied it? Very few. I found one person on YouTube who does this, but he is not a tenor, just an enthusiast of vocal music. As a professional tenor, how do you study? You have spent more than half a century learning those ineffective vocal teaching theories. Have they worked? Those people are all happy, believing they have mastered singing techniques. But is there a standard to measure this? Look around. Are there any singers today who can match Caruso, Joseph Schmidt, or Richard Tucker? No. Admit it. The conclusion is simple. What today's singers are learning is incorrect. The vocal education system is flawed. There was once a country, Georgia, where in the early to mid-20th century, the level of vocal training was extremely high. It was said that their vocal system was highly developed, and many famous singers were on par with Russian vocalists. But today, it no longer works. Have they produced outstanding singers? No. What surprises me even more is that in the past, the United States had an exceptionally high vocal standard, comparable to Italy. But today, can you find any outstanding American opera singers? Over the past half-century, the erroneous trends in the vocal world have completely destroyed Italian bel canto and the correct methods and techniques of singing. What remains are those so-called singers, their faces flushed, neck and facial veins bulging, shouting rather than truly singing. Even a mezzo-soprano can't sing correctly, yet they are teaching? This has brought disaster to the world of vocal music.
Or Sun Sei Mesi, e mio padre morì. Sola ricchezza mia per la madre e i fratelli alla dimane. Una
Let's go back and listen. Two tenors, singing the same notes, yet producing different sounds. This is fascinating. It's not just that they are different singers, they are also singing differently. After listening to this, I can tell you that the degree of similarity between their voices is extremely high. Historically, they are among the most similar tenors, with about 70% to 90% of their notes sounding identical. If I played their recordings separately, it would be difficult to distinguish who is who. But what I want to highlight is that 10% where they sound different, why do they produce different sounds? This is where vocal technique comes into play, and there is definitely a distinction between good and bad technique. We shouldn't just generalize and say they are both great. Instead, we must ask, why do they sing the same note with different sounds? I need to be able to sing both types of sounds. Using Delmonico's technique, I must produce Delmonico's sound. At the same time, Limarilli's imperfect vocal production, I need to reproduce that as well, using my own body and mouth. By doing this, I will understand, oh, this is how incorrect vocal production happens. And then, hearing how Monaco's sound is superior in certain areas, I will realize, oh, I can adjust the shape and position of my internal resonating cavities, control my breath differently, and produce the correct sound. This is my goal. If I were to analyze the difference between the two in the shortest way possible, I would say that Gastone Limarilli's voice, while clear, free of throatiness, and naturally produced, does not employ the Italian bel canto technique with proper abdominal breath support. His breath is very shallow, resembling the diaphragmatic breathing method represented by Francisco Viñas, where the breath's driving force is not in the abdomen, but in the lower chest above the abdomen. As a result, he can never achieve true abdominal breath support, nor can he develop breath control from the abdomen throughout his life. His voice is only suitable for singing some Italian folk songs. As an opera singer, his voice lacks thickness and depth. As for my evaluation of Mario Del Monaco, I won't go into detail now because I will later compare him specifically with Caruso. Del Monaco himself once said that the greatest tenor in the world was Caruso. You all should support me, right? Otherwise, this critically important research topic has no one in the world capable of studying it. Isn't that true? After all, to analyze and compare Caruso and Del Monaco, one must first be able to sing using Caruso's technique and Del Monaco's technique. Only then does one have the qualification to make an analysis, right?
Yeah.